Hello, everybody, and welcome to this read for the 1010 portal. Oh, Sam's going to come in here. You coming in? Okay. He's going to make a lot of noise, too. Anyway, all right. So, this portal, very interesting. Again, for what it's worth, depends which calendar we're working off. But, this is still relevant. We'll just say it's the October energy video. That's what we'll call it. Because I know people are all over with the calendar, and let's not get into that whole thing. I don't really have much to focus on. I was just going to let the cards tell the story, which is the best way to go about things usually. But I did come across this today, and I didn't know this was happening. So, okay, I'm going to just read this because it's easier. Again, not an astrologist, but I think this is the important part of October. And that what we're going to see transpiring in our lives and in the outside world as we're moving forward. It's really important because this whole thing, like the Pluto energy is moving, it was in retrograde in Capricorn. So let me just read this. We'll read it first and we'll talk a bit about stuff. So Pluto direct. Through every transformation, a deeper love is possible. So this is the goal of everything we're doing now. And this is why it feels so rough and everything like that, because we're being pushed into that brink of pushing up and getting rid of like all this old, outdated, like way we run the world, way we run our lives. And it's been hard. It's not been a great year, right? Most of us could say this year went really fast, but it's been pretty challenging. But the end goal is that we need to get into a deeper and higher love, right? A higher state of love. I kind of like the message of this one though. So take this for what it is and understand that this isn't just happening on an individual level. In particular, right now, it's happening out in the world, right? This is the last dying breaths of Capricorn, meaning structure, rules, all that stuff. The, top-down society. We're down here. They're dictating up here. I probably can't say that word, but just did. Anyway, that's coming to an end, right? The House of Cards is falling down. We've talked about the building analogy. We won't get back into that again. Go back and watch the last couple of videos. Okay, let's read first. Pluto stations direct tomorrow, October 11th. Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, emerges from the underworld in Capricorn. That's where we've been. We've been in the dark, muddy underworld of Capricorn. And we've been churning it all up and pushing it up to the surface so that it can be transmuted in the light. This is the last time Pluto will be in Capricorn in any of our lifetimes. It's a 265-year cycle for it to switch ages. So, and of course, the next age we're heading into, we'll get into that. It's Aquarius, which is where we want to be, which is that higher mind, higher thinking, higher love frequency. Okay. As Pluto wraps up the final stint in Capricorn, we may be transported back to 2008 in some way. We may find these themes from this time officially coming to a close, or we may finally feel at peace with whatever transpired. We have all likely changed a lot since then, and Pluto stationing direct is a good time. This is the point we're going to go on to celebrate the journey we have traveled. Pluto re-enters Aquarius on November 20th. So, and then it remains there till 2043. Anyway, yeah. The overall thing is, it's a message of hope for this video. Is like, right now, I know, looking out there, there's a lot going on, a lot of energy asking us to direct our energy in a certain way. There's also a lot of the counter, right, going on right now. Really churning up the fear, big time, right? Feeding off that low energy. And that's why it's so important in these next few weeks that we're really conscious of the energy and the thoughts that we're putting out there, because we can't let them have your energy. If you want that lower energy to win, then go down that path and be in fear and feed the fears and pass that on to everybody else. And that's the old way, and we need that has to stop. So particularly with this with this weather stuff going on, because it's not just hurricanes. We're having issues with massive fires as well. The majority all over the world, but the majority of the issues right now are all in the US. The US is also in their Pluto return. So we knew this time is going to be difficult, fiery, but it's because it requires this to create the ultimate transformation. Just really that simple. There's no other way to say it. It's like this is the pressing of the coal to get the diamond, right? So just understand that, everything that's going on, and it's tragic, like, don't get me wrong. We all signed up to come down and facilitate this transformation. We all have different roles to play. Some of us chose to stick out the whole thing, and some of us chose to be examples and leave early. Like, that's just what we've signed up to do. I know that's hard and it hurts. And trust me, I'm having a really hard time kind of staying out of it, because the thing that gets me is the animals, right? This destruction of the animal kingdom. Like this, you can hear it in my voice. It makes me really upset. And I got to try to not do that, because I'm allowing my energy to lower there, and I'm letting stuff feed off of it. I had a really crappy day 2 days ago because I let it get me so bad that I was just like, I doom spiraled, and then I was like, no, you can't let this happen. The other thing I want to put out there is, again, we've talked about this over and over and over again, but the bottom line is, we can't physically, again, go boots on the ground in these areas to help. You might have the opportunity to do that, and if that's what you're able to do, and you go, but most of us, we can't. We can only, sit and look at this and say, hey, what can I do? I've talked about this many years ago before too. So if you've just been following this channel recently, I don't even remember what video it would be. It might have even been when I was doing these on Facebook. But it's really important as this stuff comes in is we have to counter the energy, right? And so, yeah, they're using technology and manipulation and those sorts of things. But that does not mean for a second that it does not work to lessen the energy by praying about it, or redirecting the energy and slowing things down. It does work. There's mass meditation has been proven before to change those frequencies. So you'll never sell me on that stuff's all BS, because it's not. And this is part of the job. We came here as light workers. We're eventually going to have a pretty big job ahead of us. But the job right now is to maintain the space, or hold the space, create a higher vibrational energetic space of love in the light. That's what we came to do. Your biggest tool to do that right now is 100% meditation or prayer, or whatever it is how you do, whether it's just going for a walk in nature, but keeping that intention and vibe up here, so as I'm walking through the forest in my head, it is just constantly thinking about all the positive things, about love, about light, about what we want to see. And it's really interesting, I've been always, following the solar weather and things like that. And we've been getting these flares for whatever it's worth that those actually are. Again, I just think it's energy being uh, sent through the higher ups in the universe to help raise our frequency. Um, the funny part, it's not funny. I shouldn't say it's not funny. The funny part is as that happens, though, the low, it also disturbs the low energy, right? Because it can't raise in frequency, right? It has a certain like level, and then it's not able to, it can't exist in the frequency we're heading into. So it does agitate it a bit, and it also agitates the powers that were to go, oh, and start throwing Hail Marys, which is what they're doing right now, right? They're like, they're going scorched earth, right? If we can't have it, neither can you. And we're taking out as many people on the way. So the thing is don't be one of those people, right? Like, don't give into the energy and be taken out that way. That low frequency energy that will make you sad, depressed, having mental health issues, all of those kinds of things, right? We don't want to open our field to that. And they also will be tripping things up by causing different events and things like that. So we have to keep our wits about us energetically, but it's also, it's also on a physical level. If you're in an affected area and they say like get out, don't stay, don't like, the problem has been too with the other one that just happened first is those people didn't necessarily stand a chance because it wasn't supposed to do what it did, right? But I'm just saying, be prepared and um, and still be cognizant of what's going on, right? So we're not like just going and meditating, hoping for the best, and thinking I'll just weather this storm. Like we just need to be more cautious than that. Anyway, okay. So, sorry, there's noise downstairs. I'm worried that's going to interfere with this video. I hope not. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at what the cards look like for this. So we're going to call this the October energy read. I know that puts us already 10 days in, and it's harder to do an energy read for the month when we're almost halfway through. But it'll cover this next little bit. It'll cover different calendars. Ooh, that one was like coming out. Okay. Ooh, I've never had this card. What is this? I asked, what is this month? What's the focus of this month? It's called Ripple Effect, the card. Better have a look at it there. I've never even read this, so I have no idea what it means. 36. Okay. Ripple effect. My positive actions create a ripple effect in the world. Okay. Like I can just end the video now, right? Like you get what I just said and now this card. Just the saying. And what is our positive actions? Right now, again, like I said, our positive actions aren't necessarily boots on the ground unless that is your thing. And then, giver. My positive actions create a ripple effect in the world. Our positive actions right now are staying in a high vibration, not sinking into that low one, we're still going to have days where we're down in the dumps. We're not saying that. You shouldn't be having them, but have them, pull yourself out as quick as you can. And basically, you guys, we got to be doing this work. The work is prayer and meditation. If you feel that you are irrelevant, speak today, in this world, this card reminds you that your existence is vital. Say that again. If you feel that you are irrelevant in this world, this card reminds you that your existence is vital. When you feel like a tiny drop in the ocean, contemplate that you are an entire ocean in a drop. The things you do influence the world. Your actions ripple in your community and beyond. As above, so below. As within, so without. What is one thing that you would like to see more of in the world? How can you practice this change in your life today? I mean, again, like I'll just go back and say, it is like right now prayer and meditation. We may not live anywhere near these things. So it's also important that if there's things that you can do in your immediate community to help people out, right? Because people need help everywhere. It's not just about um, people that are like, you know, have lost everything. There's people in our own communities that need help right now, right? And so you don't have, but the, the thing I'm saying is be doing acts of kindness. Help, you know, like right now I'm making sure I'm always helping my neighbors. There, you know, we've had lots of and people in their lives, just talking to people in their lives, they're going through so many things. Everybody needs a hug right now, like a really big hug, but also just like help. People need help, right? Whether you've lost everything or you have a little bit to give. I don't have like a lot of like money that I could help with anything, but I can help. I in my daily life by helping with energy work and doing my prayer and meditation and just helping the people around me get things that they need because maybe temporarily right now they can't, right? Like I often donate like treatments and stuff, Reiki or massage. And I know because I know I've got a lot of people in need within my clientele. So, I extend myself as much as I can. So it's about that this month is like really extending our hand out and helping where we can. And if that might be even just in your own household, it doesn't have to be on the world stage. But that's the focus of the rest of this month. And like I said, if you have no other like means to help, you have your energy, you have your thoughts, your prayers, um, all of that. Like it is important, right? It's like it's important to stoke this energy up, and the more we do this, the more things awaken. There's just yeah, I can't I feel like I'm just a broken record and harping on it, but it is so important right now. And again, we still all have jobs to do and things that we're doing out there to like, you know, keep our system going. Um just if you can just like spare 5 minutes a day, right? It's like those commercials, like if you could spare $5 a day, da, da, da. Well, we're not asking for $5 a day. We're asking for 5 minutes a day, maybe a minute. I don't even know. Whatever you've got at the moment. The really big key. I want to say one really key thing here, though, is the if you do nothing else in this process, if you can stay out of the low fear energy, that's good enough. That's winning. Because if we start losing people to um, and feeding the low energy with our energy, then yeah, it's a bit detrimental to the cause. We need to keep everybody in as high vibration of love as we can. So if that's all you do every day, is just say 2 minutes of like, I am love, I am light, I am love, I am light, anything like that, anything that just keeps raising that frequency. Just do your best every day. All right, we're using the portal cards. I got another card here that I've never seen or read. I love this. But it's so okay. It's so amazing. These are cards are so amazing. Amazing. Okay. What do I want to read first? Okay, there is kind of an order to this one. I got 4 cards. I only wanted 3, but okay. First up, Gaia Gateway Activation. Learning experiences, wisdom transmissions, Earth period. That's what it's Earth intelligence. Okay. The out there is that we're here. Gaia is like being massively transformed at this time. So make sure that, you know, we're being in rhythm with her, and that, you know, again, that we're on the ground paying attention. We're not getting too what's the word I want to use? We're just not getting so absorbed in the outside world. We still need to be helping Gaia like in this transformation, because she's going through one too, right? So make sure um, you're staying grounded, you're staying connected to nature, and just seeing this all for what it really is, which is a learning experience that gets us into these next couple cards. Okay, so which one is do this one first. Orion activation, supernova, recreation, not recreation, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. Just know this portal, like the light is still obviously with the sun and or whatever those are, is coming in. I also like this card because that was something else I wanted to talk about. Those are um, supernovas in this picture. Obviously, we don't get to see those too often, but what we are seeing, and for whatever reason, I don't know, like the energy behind it, and that's definitely something to ask Source with later. Is the these energy storms that are coming in are producing massive aurora borealis like all over the world. There's going to be probably a big significant sky event within, if not tomorrow night, definitely in the next couple nights. And we just keep getting like earth directed flares, so that um that energy is just keep it's going to continue to keep coming at us. So um again, they're really important. They're waking other people up. Just know that that's sort of like the energy that they need to start coming online. Because we also got this is the card I've never had. I love it. Beautiful. Heart of Source. All encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. Yeah, this portal's a good one. Like, woo, so exciting. Okay. We'll leave the angelic one for last. Okay, we also got the Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. So it's kind of like I said with the Pluto going direct. It's like we're heading into a time period of like celebration. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, and maybe we're not going to quite see that till the end of the month. Um, but 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 looking back and saying like, look how far we've come. We've done an amazing job, and everything's going to be okay. The other card that popped out was the angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Again, it's if we're using our energy stores to, to try to change the energy of what's happening out there, but our tank is running empty, right? We know that we need to go back. And this is the same principle. It's taught in Reiki. It's like if I'm in a session and I'm getting towards the end, but I still feel there's stuff that needs to be worked on, but it's a timing thing, and I can, unless I can't go over on time, let's just say. I ask the angelics, I ask the ascended masters to finish and continue the work that needs to be done. So if your tank is run empty and you just cannot give any more of your energy or like raise it up anymore, please call in your guides, call in your angels, call in your ancestors. They're here for us. That's what they came for too. They're here to watch this whole transformation happen. They're working on it from a different plane than we are, but they're here just to back us up and to help us. So and it's like that. A good instance is, and now I have to take my own advice. Is the other night when all like I just kept, of course, it's like AI knows everything, right? Oof, gross. Um, yeah, I just kept seeing things about animals, losing animals in all these things. And it became too much. And I let it get me and I went to sleep like that. Really bad move. I should have spent 5 minutes meditating. I should have uh, asked for my angelic team to come in, my guides to come in, and I should have asked for, um, yeah, I should have just asked for or envisioned what I do want to see in the future, right? A unicorn. I want to see a unicorn. Okay, I know I'm not always serious. I try not. Okay. Anyway, which is funny that kind of leads into like most of the cards that I picked to read for this month um, are the angels and ancestors and the ascended masters, and yeah. So I'm just trying to decide because whatever, I can make this video long. Hopefully, you'll stick with it. Am I going to read 3 of each? That's a lot. Let's just see. Let's do 3 of each. It might be a long video. It's 3:33 right now, so I'm gonna take that as a sign to go for it. 3 cards of each. 3, 3. Well, I got 4 decks, so that doesn't quite work. I don't know, maybe we're not supposed to use that last one. We'll see. And then I'm gonna do what I do at the end of every sort of portal day read is look at sort of the month ahead and how this month transforms and plays out, like potentially plays out timelines for the rest of the year. All right. Okay. Shoot. We got 4. Oh, okay. First up, Holy Amethyst. Move beyond the current challenges. Focus on what you desire. And it's divine alchemy. We don't have to go back over this. We're not going to go back over this. This is just a confirmation. Keep working in the divine. Keep alchemizing the lower energy into positive, right? We're spinning straw into gold. We're spinning, what's the other thing? We're just turning a lower metal into gold. Like, this is what we're supposed to be doing. This heart frequency. Amethyst, working with amethyst, working in the amethyst light, the energy, that's crown chakra. Meditating, can't say it enough. Freya, which is phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Again, just confirmation. We're not through this by any means. There's, like I said, Pluto is just stationing direct, right? It's not going to move into Aquarius until mid to late November. So that gives us like 6-8 weeks of still a lot of stuff coming up and out, and it has to come up and out. It has to be, the truth has to be really revealed. Again, we've talked about this. There has to be reconciliation for what's happened. We have to all be like, okay, this is what's happened. Like, we can't just jump into the new without cleaning up the old. That, I just don't think there's any other way. But basically, this card's just confirming the illusion will continue to be revealed. And then we got 2 that we got in the last read on Monday for the energy read. So we got White Eagle again and Mary Magdalene. So the teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. And then White Eagle again, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Yeah, it's just, we're just being called. We're being called. And like I said, okay, that moment you've been waiting for? It's here. And so we need you. So please come and help us, because we know that you, again, what did that card say? About 38. I can't remember. I'm going to find it. Oops. No, it was 36, wasn't it? Ripple effect, right? What did it say? This card reminds you that your existence is vital. You are an integral part of this shift. You are an integral part of this transformation. You came here to lead, to teach, to guide. And while you may not know what that piece that you have to share is yet, don't worry about it because it's coming. You'll know it in the exact moment you need to know it. Okay. All right. What else are we doing this month? What else? And again, the ancestors and the angelics, and it's just like if you do nothing else, just keep calling them in and saying, I need help with this, or yeah, whatever we need to do on that one. Okay. Yeah. This is just really talking about stepping into the role we came to play, which is, and using all the skills that we don't even know we have, but we definitely have. And this is tribal and it's ancestral and it's past lives and it's everything rolled into one for you to be here now. Honor your inner knowing. That kind of came up too, right? In that one card. Ugh, I don't remember which one it is. But it's like you're being called. Follow that inner calling. A lot of the times this is going to happen for you in meditation. You're going to be like, have epiphanies and be like, this is what I need to do. It might be something as simple as, like the other day, like I was like in a meditation, it was like, you need to work with this crystal more. And I'm like, well, that's not really hard. I can do that. I can do that instead of like, preoccupying myself with stupid things, which is usually what I do. Okay. We also got the Direction Guardian. Choose your path. So I just think this is like, again, it's the calling, right? And you might be getting lots of like inklings, feelings, things on what you should do. This is just like, make sure you're taking the time to see it all and take the path. It's mostly about action right now. It's like, okay, you need to get going and do what you came here to do. Again, if you're still not sure what that is, there's only one way, and that's connecting with your guides and your team. And because it's all of our jobs are different. I would say generally we're all just here to, again, hold the space and transmute energy and try to keep everyone and everything in a higher vibe. As this keeps coming up, it's like the teacher part is we have to be the example, right? We have to teach by being the best example we can. So again, I said this a couple days ago, probably with that card, so that when somebody awakens, that they come in and they're like, they see you and they're like, how did you do that? How did you do that? You may not know, but you can at least be there to help hold their hand, guide them. And the reason I'm saying all this is because I know if you're watching this still at this point, we are here to work the energy. This is the trader card, not traitor. Trading, exchanging. Exchange energy to create abundance. This is the new way of the new earth. Exchanging energy to create abundance. This is also a card of like saying, do the work. Like we have to be working in our energy field and doing those things. There's no other, I don't want to say excuse or anything like that, but it's funny because it is tricky. I get like in 3D here, we're like, I gotta still pay this bill and I gotta work. I should be freaking out. Like my schedule has been quiet, and yeah, that's tricky. Because I still got stuff to do and things to pay, but I kind of started, I'm not panicking because I just don't want to do that anymore. That's a very old way of me doing things, and it doesn't serve me well. So what I've been trying to do is like, okay, instead of like energetically calling people in so that I could make some money, I've been energetically calling in clients because I'm like, who needs help? Who needs help? I'm here to serve. How may I serve? And as soon as I start, oh, I just got chills doing that, which was great. As soon as I shift that energy, I mean, I haven't seen the fruition of it yet, but I know it's coming. So, anyway, that's the kind of thing we're talking about is like transmuting energy, trying to stay out of the low energy because that's not serving anyone and it's just taking us away from our mission. And if we do that, guess what? They kind of win. Like there's no other way to put that. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What else have we got going on? Okay. Fun. Which one do I want to read for? Okay. Yeah. This is 100% all about our energy, and what we're putting in is what we're getting out. So again, that outside distraction stuff will take us out of the good energy. So I don't, I'm not saying we live in this world, so we need to be aware of what's happening. We're also here again, as the truth comes out, to reconcile it and help transmute that energy. So it's a really good balance right now. Just do your best to stay out of that low energy. Okay. We've got Guru Ram Dass, miraculous moment. Harmony surrounds you. Expect miracles. That's the thing is like, again, if we go to the law of attraction, it's if we're trying to figure out what's the universe, the how it's going to happen and what's going to take to get it, like it just really either slows down the process or completely stops it. So instead of us expecting, XYZ and like we have to have it exactly like that, we have to pull back and be a little more broad, right? And so again, this next weather event, I'm going to say that because I'm sure at some point they're going to start flagging the H word. Anyway, what we have to do is expect the best, not expect the worst. Right now, if you turn on the news, it's like expect the worst and everybody's going to die. Like pretty much that's what, they're saying. So, and I'm not saying that it's not that bad but we can't transmute that energy from a lower place. It's not going to happen. So expect a miracle. If that's all your prayer is please send miracles. Please allow miracles to come. Let there be a miracle. Again, I'm not being specific. I'm not being specific to, slowing down the speed of the tornado or tornado. Anyway, I'm not being specific like that. I'm just saying, hey, angelic team, we could use a few hundred miracles down here right now. Help. Do it that way, but expect a miracle. Expect the best. I know that's hard sometimes. We got Isis, reclaiming magic. Call back your power and what is rightfully yours. Again, yeah, a lot of us, we've had our power stripped from us only in the conditioning that we've been told we're nothing and we can't achieve anything. And it's complete BS. And yeah, so honestly, it's like energetically, it is just about sitting down and saying, I call back all my power and my energy to my field that has, been left behind or taken or misused or whatever words you want to use. I call it back to myself, cleansed, cleared, happy, and whole. Like and it's mine. And I stand in my divine, sovereign, magical self, reclaiming magic. We also got the divine Divine Director. Trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. Yeah, I mean, we can't get more perfect than that. Again, if we're so like up here, out there, doom, 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 if I'm in this doom bubble, no light is coming in. I'm not allowing any light in. I haven't made any space for it. My closets are cluttered and brimming over with stuff. The past, the traumas, the everything. And if I haven't cleaned that closet up, there's no room for new things to come in. So again, be doing that work. And trust the process, but we need to open space for this. Yeah. Part of the thing too is suspending the past. I think that's why the ancestors are around so much, is because they're kind of saying, yeah, I'm getting chills. They're saying, woo, really chills. They're saying we have that. That is our job in all of this, is to process all that goes along with the past. That's past lives, past in your family right now. They're here to transmute that energy. That's not something we need to do. Most of us, if you're here and you consider yourself a light worker, you've done a lot of the shadow work over the last, whatever, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, 50 years. You've done that work. So it's almost like, yeah, our job is the new. Our job is bringing in the new, ushering in the new. So we need to clean the space and clear the space now. And we can't be hindered by all the things. So that's when we call in the rest of the team and say, look, I can't deal with this anymore. I feel like I've exhausted this to the point of that I know what it's about. I've recognized it. I understand the trauma. I understand what it was. But I need this to be healed, cleansed, and cleared. And I need to not be like working on it anymore. See how I like this typing? I need to be focused on this next energy. It's as simple as that, and that's where the communication comes in with the ancestors. And I do really believe that's why they're here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. How do we do this? This is I kind of was asking it in my head and didn't say it out loud, but it's so interesting. Okay. We're still in a physical body. So food comes up first, nourishment, relationships, health, just taking in everything good. I know, like, even now, it's like when you say we say these things energetically about events, and people are like, you don't care, and people are dying, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, listen, listen, I don't know how to fix that. That isn't mine to fix, right? How I know how to fix things is to be in my best energetic space, take care of myself. But we still we still have to take care of our spirit as well, and our spirit needs nourishment, not just like in the form of food, but like in like everything we're digesting. Right? It needs to be good for us. If we're digesting all this news that isn't good for us, we're gonna get sick. Like, you need to be taking care of those things. Relationships, same thing. If there's still relationships in your life that are not working, like, why are we hanging on to them? Like, we're at the point now where it's too late. Like, once everything goes through and we do the big enough shift, those people might come back into our life. So it's not, it might just be a temporary, I need to just go do my thing and I will see you again. But yeah, nourishment, relationships, and health. We still need to watch those things. And that does include like actual food and stuff. It's hard on this planet, I know, because it's hard on this planet, right? There's a little, but we're working on transmuting that. So again, expect a miracle. We also got fairies, environment, playtime, enchantment. I know it's hard right now. It's hard right now because like those lower energies are kind of like commandeering things, and they're make the events that are being created and things like that are making it hard to be joyful and be happy and enjoy things around you when the perceived notion is that others are having everything taken away from them. I know, but we have to. It's critical. It wouldn't come up in the cards unless. So again, and the environment thing too is again our best meditations is getting out in nature. We got to get out there and we got to participate in the energy out there. The last card we got is gardening. I know it like we're heading into winter, so we're out of the gardening season. That doesn't mean you can't grow stuff in your house. Doesn't have to be food, but just even to have a plant and keep it alive, right? And like my pumpkin, I brought it in from the garden, and it's just turning orange. Like it'll be probably ready perfectly for Halloween, which is so exciting. This pumpkin gives me joy. There you go. What gives you joy? Like every day I'm watching this pumpkin turn oranger, and I pulled him out of the garden and I got the perfect little twist on his like whatever you call the vine part. He's gonna make the best jack-o'-lantern in the world. Like I'm looking forward to these things and they make me happy. So find cultivation in your day with stuff that does that. I don't know what it is for you. It might just be working with crystals. The other thing too, my dog, he's back here sleeping. But just a couple times a day, like when I'm in between work or just not, if I have a later start of a day or something, I'm just going into my room and reading, and he's coming up and putting his head on my feet, and like it just like it's like the best hug I ever got in my life. So it's those moments we have to keep cultivating and creating those moments and manifesting. Again, manifesting can be so much fun, right? And that's the thing too is like we could go big. Let's go big. Let's expect a miracle. Let's really focus on that next hurricane and just like let's see if we can like put enough energy into it, because that's the one thing they don't want us to realize, just how powerful we are. And if we stop a hurricane in its tracks, especially one that's been manipulated and created, hello, aren't we aren't we understanding of who we really are, unleashing our magic, reclaiming our magic? That's the rest of this month. It's like do all the things that make you joyful, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what is happening. They're repossessing your house. Groceries, it's like a loaf of bread is $50 because it's probably all going to happen. I know. I hate saying that stuff because I know it's hard. Trust me. I still, like I said 2 days ago, down in the dumps the whole day. This sucks. Nothing's happening. Everything's happening, but it's not to me. And then you're down there, and it's hard to get out of down there, right? You can't just grab a crystal and go, I can try this. But try it. Like, try it first instead of taking an aspirin or something. Like, try to bring yourself out of it. Okay, planting, reaping, manifesting. Our goal has been and always has been this year is like keep doing it. Don't stop. Like to this thing, there's not a season to it, right? It's not like, okay, it's winter, I can just stop now. It's like, no, keep going. Dream bigger. We can expect a miracle, but the other thing too is we have the energy to create one. So create some miracles by manifesting what you want to see. And then in like that card said about the portal card about, oh, I can't remember now. Anyway, it's just like it's time to celebrate it was the beginning of like what Pluto moving forward. It's time to celebrate all of our achievements. We've done so good, you guys. I just think we're not giving ourselves enough credit. Anyway, yeah, This month's going to be magic. It's awesome. Reclaiming magic. Expect a miracle. That's what I really want to say. And two, is that it? I feel like we need one more. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got 2 winters, 1 summer, and then we got one of the Arcana cards. So the Arcana cards doesn't really count as a month, but I would say it's just advice for now and moving forward. We got the Ego card. The illusion of being trapped. We're not trapped. We know this. Placing too much importance on material items. We kind of all have a bit of that right now. Getting caught up in the 3D. Getting caught up in fear and worry. It's just like, this has to be transmuted. This has to stop here. This month, that's it. No more of that. No more doom spiraling. It's got to be possible. I think we can live in like a very euphoric, blissful state. That's crown chakra. That's enlightenment. That's the 1,000-pointed petaled lettuce. Oh my God, lotus. That was really funny. Anyway, it's the 1,000-petaled lotus. Jeez, well, I'm 1,000-petaled lettuce. Anyway, I'm being dumb. The bottom line is, this may be the last month of succumbing to that low energy. Let's really work on dropping that habit of, again, we don't like to kill parts of our ego, but that one is like, okay, this is no longer serving us. This is the part that's no longer serving us. Stop going into fear. Stop going into worry. That can't happen anymore. All right, we got 2 cards, Ace and 8 of Winter. So coming up this winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Right? That's manifestation again, though. Like, so again, through the winter, we have to, like, we're still going to get some challenges coming up. I know, like I said, we're not done this yet, unfortunately. But it's so important to keep going. 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. That's also like kicking the lower ego, right? Kick the lower ego, believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. This is what this month is all about, is realizing our true potential. Manifest, you guys. Manifest that this stuff all has happy, miraculous endings. A lack of self-confidence keeps you from getting what you want. Again, if we want to move into heart chakra energy, we've got to get out of that solar plexus. We're all working on solar plexus right now. I have news for everybody. And this is a hard one because that's where the ego is. That's where our confidence is. That's where we like doubt ourselves and self-sabotage ourselves when it's not in balance. So we work on balancing that solar plexus chakra by not believing the shit that's been taught to us. It isn't true. We need all of us to awaken as teachers because we have important things to teach that are like that stuff that we've been told is bullshit. That's the biggest lesson we can go out and teach. Reclaiming magic. I think that's what I'm going to have to call this video. We need to reclaim our magic. And then by summer, looking into the future, this month brings us the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on 3D to 5D, choosing to make major life changes. We're going to do this like it has never been done before, right? We don't know, like, look at this person is, let me make sure I got this right. They've kind of got a bag and looking forward into the sun, like into the future. Like, we don't know where we're headed. but we're packed and ready to go because we're done with this place. That is like the 3D to 5D cards. So October, November, December, January, March, April, like May, June. Like, so we've still got a good 8, 9 months. Um, but again, our big job is to be here and manifest and figure out ways to stay out of the lower energy and those third dimensional like lies and things that are like just beating us and beating our ego down. Um, and again, expect a miracle, you guys. That's manifestation 101 and the best thing we can be doing right now. So do your best to do those kind of things. This is totally not what I thought would come up in this read, but it's really good. So I have so many things I want to use for the title of this, but I'm definitely probably going to go with expect a miracle or manifest, reclaim your magic. Okay, take care of yourselves.